So it's Sheffield Wednesday versus Millwall. It's the review. Let's hope they don't get the new manager bout today. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell so that you know when videos go live and when live streams happen. There'll be a live stream on Monday. It'll be the debrief. We all know this. But Sheffield Wednesday are playing Millwall, who are okay. At the moment, they've just got a new manager, so Alex Neil will be wanting to get his first win under his belt and see what he can do. Now, we have had Millwall come to before at home and have a new manager bout before. We don't want to see that today. So, the Wednesday lineup today goes as follows. Beadle, Valerie, Iorfa, Bernard, Matt Lowe, Shay Charles, Bannon, Masaba, Gassama, Windass, Ugbo, Pierce Charles, Palmer, Valentine, Otabayo, Chalobah, Ingleson, Patterson, Jamal Lowe, and Smith. There is no Johnson in the team today. And I'm wondering if that's the A, he needs a rest, and B, he did say that he came off versus Derby with a little bit of a knock. So I'm wondering if we're just having the precaution, making sure he's okay. Millwall go with Jensen, Wallace, Tanganda, Azzy, Brian, Leonard, Saville, Denoris, Aisha, Avanakan, Honeyman, Roberts, Hutchinson, Mitchell, Bradshaw, Mayer, Wintle, Kelly, Langstaff, and Harding are on their bench. Let's see what we can do today. I hope Sheffield Wednesday can have a good game and try and get all 3 points today. But I think it will be a really tough game for us because I just have this funny feeling they'll set up in a certain way. And every team that plays knows that we are a team that very much is easy to play against at the back, especially with a set piece. So let's keep it very tight at the back. That's something we're going to have to do. We know after the game, everything's going to be centered around what transfers are going on and stuff like that. There'll be less about the game unless there's something major happens in it. So let's see what happens. Hopefully Sheffield Wednesday can get all 3 points today. So, this is a good game of football for Sheffield Wednesday. We've had 5 shots, 1 on target, done some really good play. Got into the game really well and just playing some really good football, knocking it around really well, trying to get into our pattern. They have a little bit where they start attacking us quite well, and we have to be very careful because they do get into us a little bit. But we make it 1-0. It's a fantastic goal from Valerie. It really is a fantastic goal by Valerie, and it makes it 1-0 because Masaba's had a couple of good plays where he just got at his player, and so Kasama just trying to get on the end of something, just trying to get it into the box and trying to make something happen. Ugbo had a cracking chance that just went past the post. He's been really good today. He's been really good. He just hasn't got the goal today, and that's been the only concern with him today. And you could see everyone is trying to get him a goal. They are trying to get him a goal, big style. They are trying to help him and get it. Anytime he's had a chance, the crowd have got behind him. And now this is going to be the controversial bit where people are going to get really annoyed and they're going to have a go at him because they have done online. They're all saying sell him, bin him off, he's useless. Why play him? He's crap. He has a penalty and he guys it, right? He probably got 1,000,001 things going through his mind at the minute. But what's the thing? People say, why have Windass not taken that? As players, it seems like they've gone, you have this penalty, let's try and get this duck off your back. Because he wants a goal, right? He guided it. And the first thing that people have done, Bannon, Valerie, Windass, they pulled him up and gone, come on, you got this. Yeah, he missed the penalty. It's a hard job to do, going to penalties. You're not going to hit him all the time. At the end of the day, this is a player who's definitely low on confidence, you can tell. And I get people going, why Windass isn't taking it? Why this? Windass looks like he's gone, you have it. Kind of thing. You have it. Yes, as Valerie and Windass were going off, they were talking, and he'll be a bit disappointed that he'll be like, I probably could have scored that. But he's immediately gone. As they go off the pitch, Masaba got his arm around him. Ugbo's on his way, as he's on his way back. He gets a slap on the back from Danny Rull. More chance from the ground. Everyone is behind him. And you can see what the benefit of him scoring is going to be everyone in that club is behind this bloke to try and get a pen. And some of the people are being a bit dicky. And Valerie did a celebration doing that and going like that. And I think that was a bit of thing to turn around and say, look, I know I've not been the best and some people don't rate me, but I'm still managing to get it sorted. We are 1-0 up and we should probably be 2-0 up with the chance for Ubbo and the penalty. But it is a difficult game when it's 1-0. You want to get that second goal. We've been so much better than Millwall. They've had to really just chopple down to try and get anything going. And that's been their game plan a little bit. Leonard is probably lucky to be on the pitch. Masaba and Gassama have been fantastic when they've been going forward and trying to get something and trying to get the ball into good position for Ubbo. He's trying his hardest. Let's not pile all the pressure on him because the crowd are really doing well with getting behind him and trying to. And he's gone off the pitch with his shirt off and you can tell he's disappointed. You can tell he's annoyed. And the thing is, for me, it will come. I do think it will come. You can tell he's a confident player. When he gets one, he might get a couple. But he's getting that one. And you can see he's trying his damnedest to try and get this goal. And the fact that the players have immediately gone to him and pulled him up. If 1-0, we're playing some good football. But let's not get on the lad's back. I think there's a whole thing to go. Remember, we're all Wednesday, aren't we? Let's support him and see what we can do. I know some people are going to be like, it's 2.5 million quid though, Jake. We've wasted it. Why we wasted it? Let's just see what happens. We're 1-0 up at the minute. Could do with a couple more. Really good game of football for Wednesday. Ubbo penalty wasn't the best. He leant back as he took it. You can see what the players were trying to do to try and get his confidence, and they are still trying to help him as he was going off. So let's get behind the boy and not rip him a new one. Well, that was an interesting second half. And again, it's second half performances for Wednesday yet again, which is just really irritating us. Ubbo stayed on. I didn't think he'd get hooked. I thought they were trying to play it into channels. Saw a lot of the stuff online. I'm not going to get into it. You're going to have your say about it. If you don't like Ubbo and you think he should be sold, then fair enough. But if Windass takes it and misses it, you'll be all saying someone else should have took it. So it's just like, if one of them, basically, on the Ubbo penalty. It's a penalty. It either goes in or it gets saved or you miss it. One of them, it's a chance kind of thing. So it's annoying in that sense. But started to play well again, trying to get into the game, and you're trying to see what we could do here and see if we could make something work. But at the same time, you're thinking they are starting to look a little bit like they could get back into this a little bit. And that was the worry. And they do go and do that. And again, it's just poor defending at the back. We need defenders like no one business at the back. We are just don't concentrate. It's so easy to go against us. Get a ball over the top. No one picks it up. Honeyman makes it 1-1. And you're thinking, here we go. This is going to be one of those games where we really rule taking our chances a little bit. We hit the bar before that. Well, bar and post. Hit the post. I think post and bar we've hit 3 times today, plus the penalty miss, and you're just like, this isn't going to be our day, is it? And you're like, we've got to try and get something going here and see if we can get something. But really bad news for Wednesday as well in the second half. Iorfa had to go off with a hamstring. So his hamstring gone. So Iorfa off, Adebayo on, Ubbo off, Smith on. And you're just thinking, come on, let's get something. Let's find something to get something here. But you're just trying to get things going. But then, at the same time, then you see Valerie holding his groin with a groin issue. And you're like, that is not what we need. That 2 defenders going off when we don't have many. So it was Valerie off and Chalobah on. And you're thinking, surely we've got to try and get something here. And they go and make it 2-1. And at this point, you're just going, oh, we've blown it. We've blown it. We've had all the chances. We've been able to get to good positions. I don't think Millwall were great, but as soon as they saw us how we were in the second half, I think they saw what to do. And they played some good football at times when they were attacking. Kept them in quite a niggly side, little fouls here and there, a lot of yellow cards going everywhere. You're thinking, can we just get something right now? Just anything, just to try and sort it out. And you're thinking, it's got to happen. And cracking ball in by Valentine. Really good ball in by Valentine. Really smart. Get the ball in. It's back post. It gone to Odebayo. First senior goal, took it very clearly. And what I loved, he was like, come on, get down, let go again. And I think he was trying to like calm the crowd down, not like celebrate too much. Like go, no, we're going to get back into it. Let's go. Low comes on for Masaba. And then it gets 6 minutes at a time. They have a really good free kick that's a very good save by Beadle. And also for the second goal, I think Beadle positioning was wrong. He'd gone down way too early, tried to put his hand up to stop it, and he's nowhere near it. But it's just one of those days where, again, our defensive frailties are stopping us from getting anywhere close up the top at times. And the chances, like Ubbo buries that penalty, you're thinking, right, maybe, just maybe we managed to pull it out the bag. But it didn't happen. And there's going to be a lot of people criticising Ubbo tonight for that penalty miss and getting at him. And I just don't think it's needed. Everyone knows what situation is with Ubbo. He needs a goal to get his confidence up. And it's one of them. It's 2-2. It's 2-2 in a game where we probably should have won it. But again, our defensive frailties are the things that let teams back into game. Our one saving grace is that we are a team that's very good at getting back into a game. But then trying to find that net level, we struggle to try and get the net bit to go and win it. And it's a draw. It's another draw for us. That's 7 draws, 10 wins and 9 losses this season so far. And we need to start keeping the back line shut. It's just one of them. And the biggest thing in this is that we've lost 2 more defenders in Valerie and Iorfa when we're looking for more defenders in this window. And it just doesn't help at all. It's the last thing we will have needed to. There's some really good performances in the game, but it's the familiar defensive frailties that is letting us down constantly and just giving us that extra bit of bite. We need to have a window a little bit like we did first season in League One, where you're getting a young defender, an experienced defender in to try and help it. But it's 2-2. I had a funny feeling that this game was going to be one of those ones where Millwall might get something out of it just because of the new manager bounce. And they nearly did. They'll be gutted that they didn't take all 3 points on a smash and grab. But it is what it is. We move on. Next game, I believe, is Coventry in the Cup. So it wouldn't surprise me if we rest a lot of players. The beautiful thing about that is it's a week where we can try and get players back where there's no games. And then the following week as well is another week where there's no games until the league game. So for me, that should give us time to get players rested, check on Iorfa, check on Valerie, see what we're doing, but hopefully we can start bringing in some players soon as well. But at the same time, it's a dramatic draw at Hillsborough once again. We are just that team at a minute where we just can't get a break at the back. And when we are trying to go forward, we take chances and they're just not burying. It's one of those things that it just feels like we are that mid-table team that just doesn't have the fortune with scoring goals and defending them.